Wah. Wah. Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Hi, Marnie.
Hello, Broden.
Yeah, give me that Tom.
Hi, I'm here as well.
Wah. It's lovely to see you all again. I missed you. This is becoming my favourite part of the week. Seeing you.
Oh, yes.
Seeing you.
Thanks, mate.
Seeing you. And there's already 150 plus here. And that's nice. Are the comments on? I can't see comments.
You can't see comments? I'm seeing
I
a
can
lot of
see
them.
comments on your
Liam.
screen. I can't see anything. There's usually, I can see us up there, but I can't.
No, we are on the TV here.
What do I normally put out there?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's comments.
So I'll have to look at both of you instead of looking at myself on this.
Do you want me to put that?
No, I'm joking.
Because I didn't realise that I was doing that.
No, it's fine. It's thrown me a little bit actually, but in a fine way.
One time last week it was lagging badly, and I was trying to just not engage with it.
Yeah, I think because it's a TV, it's real weird.
No, this is good. This makes it more centered on this.
Yeah, it gets centered. Yeah.
No, that's you. This
Great,
is me.
that's you. Great.
Juneberry over there.
Yeah. Juneberry is a very beautiful word.
Yeah, I don't think it's a real fruit.
Okay.
But the comments will tell me shortly.
Yeah.
Talk to me, everyone. I want to know how you are.
Yeah, I want to get it up on mine.
I've had a very long day today. I know you've had a very long day. I know you've had a very long day.
Just getting started for me. Can't wait.
Jar H says NRL is better. I'm here for Tom.
I went to the NRL recently.
Marnie likes the NRL. Marnie goes for the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Who beat Canterbury Bulldogs on Friday and they went supposed to and they did.
Save it for the pod, Marns. I want to hear all about it.
Okay.
Pumped for Gather Round. So good pills are about to be bounced. I'm very poggers. Okay, Marns, here's my plans. I have a plan for the start of this episode because I know most people are here to talk about how I didn't get a tip wrong.
Oh.
Now, so what's going to happen is I'm going to, when the podcast starts, sorry everyone, you're going to do the intro. You went, hey, we got this, we're going to talk about this. And the last thing we'll have to do is bounce that pill, right?
Yeah.
And then you're going to be like, hey, welcome to the podcast, Tom. And
Well, you're going to wait like 6 seconds and I'll cue you to come back in?
No, and then I'm going to give you this to read. When you feel, you guys can talk for a while, whatever you want. And then you're like, all right, it's time to introduce Broden.
Yeah.
And then you read this.
Yeah.
And then I will cue some music, and then everyone will be like, oh my God, he's here. And then you can ask me questions about my tipping.
Great.
Okay?
I don't.
I just what do I do? I need to say like 3 things at the top.
You know
Wait,
what,
can you just do a pretend intro for me so I can
Well, I'm just saying what you've just said is more preparation than I've ever done in the 9 years of broadcasting this show.
But the idea is generally like your clickbait things. So we're going to tip because people love tipping.
What do I say? Welcome to the footy. Is that
You say, welcome to the footy, we're gonna have tipping, we're going to have Broden, the champions here.
Someone's going to win $1 billion.
Yeah, you just say whatever you want.
It's all unregulated.
Yeah.
Because it's online.
But Broden usually just says, bounce that pill.
Yeah, okay.
I don't remember so much fanfare when I got 9 out of 9 tips last year.
I don't think that happened, Tom.
It did. It 100% happened.
I don't.
Can you check your tipping history from last year, Marnie?
No, I did. Oh, actually, yes, because at the start of the tipping, I was the only person who got the first round all right. So I was number 1.
Oh, wow.
And I went on the Real Footy podcast to talk about that, and then I just fucking plummeted.
Because I 100% got 9 out of 9 1 week last year, but I have no evidence.
That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah. What round would it have been? Surely someone who's like into this podcast, surely someone in the comments who's into this podcast will remember what round I got 9 out of 9. Because Broden had no fanfare.
Well, I don't remember. I'm sure I would have remembered, Tom. I'm sure I would have remembered. Shall we crack in?
Yeah.
You've got your new segments you want to talk about.
Yeah.
And you're feeling good.
Get rid of that.
Yeah.
Folks, talk. I want Tom to talk. Oh, no, it's out of frame. I've got to fix that.
Why? What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, the Tom's out of frame. I see. Oh, it's very out of frame. You should need to do behind my head here, I think.
Over here?
I mean, no, even further to...
I think I put it...
Yeah, no, other way.
There, yeah?
Oh, yeah, you could do that, I think. It's quite delayed. That's the problem. Yeah, it's perfect.
Because, like...
Oh my God, that's wigging me out that it's like
It's
behind
mirrored.
his head, but it's so not behind his head when I look at it with my eyes.
Yeah.
Folks, I'm so excited.
Okay, we're
Aaron
gonna do
Quigley,
this.
great to see you in there. David, love us, Papa Tom. Who's your daddy, Tom? This is brilliant. This is the peak of content creation, really, as a camera sitting on Tom as he rolls out of frame.
Yeah.
Are you good to go?
I think so.
Are you good to go?
Yeah, so once you say bounce that bill, I'm going to play it on here. But you won't be able to hear it, so you wait for my cue to start talking, all right?
Wait, so I don't say anything, or do I do the intro and then
You say bounce that bill,
and then you'll be like,
and no, you say bounce that bill, I'll hit something, and then I'll be like that.
This
And then-
truly is how the sausage is made, folks.
I honestly feel so much pressure for something that is not any pressure involved.
Yeah, just if you lose confidence.
This is the most low stakes thing of my day, and it's the most high stakes in my heart
Yes, great.
because it means so much to so many people.
All right. Shall we?
Yeah. Welcome to the footy. We've got tipping. We're going to talk about debutantes. We unfortunately have more devastating injuries, and we're going to talk everything South Australia and Adelaide because it is gather round. It is time to bounce that pill. All right, Tom.
Hi, Marnie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so well, thank you.
How's your week been?
Yeah, pretty busy, pretty chill. But, you know, a lot of football, big weekend. Adelaide, how good's Adelaide?
Actually, very good. I'm obsessed with Adelaide. I'm actually really upset that I'm here and not in Adelaide. We should all be in Adelaide.
100%. If we didn't have our, me and Broden have a live show on Friday night, otherwise we probably would have got over there.
Yeah, I
honest.
would have loved to have come.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we could have road tripped. That could have been so cute. Imagine the content if we went on like a, 12
Well, that's my thing. Don't you guys remember when I was pitching, we go to Adelaide, we podcast every day, and you guys were like, nah, I don't want to podcast every day. We could have vlogged every day,
We
you
could have
know?
vlogged every day. I do want to make more vlogs of this when I get some more confidence. Anyway.
Yes.
Um,
And now, introducing the head of table, the perfect round 3 tipster, Broden Kelly.
Just gotta wait for it to get to the bit.
Oh, you're too slow.
Hello. It's great to be here. Tom, Marnie,
Hi.
thank you so much for having me. Yes, I am the head of the table. Can you acknowledge me? Yes. Marnie, acknowledge me.
Oh, I have to
You just
talk
gotta do
into the
that.
mic.
sorry.
Otherwise, it doesn't come. I'm putting up my finger.
Folks, it's wonderful to be here. Thank you so much for having me. It's embarrassing you brought that up, Tom. Yes, I did get 8 out of 8 tips. Any questions for me?
I don't think it means that much to you though, does it?
Oh.
Like, I don't want to talk about something if you don't want to talk about it.
Do you know what? Yeah, it doesn't mean much to me. I'm more about, being happy and living life to the fullest and making sure you're happy and you're happy. But if you do want to talk about it, I'm happy to talk about it.
How did it feel when you got 8 out of 8? When you tipped Geelong to beat Hawthorn and it got right? How did you feel?
Oh, better question. How do you feel when Hawthorn kicked 5 goals to 1 in the second quarter and it looked like it could slip?
Well, a great question. You sounded drunk when you asked your question.
Yeah, that was a slur.
Yeah, I'm doing a bit, you know? I'm doing the...
But your
I'm
question,
doing a bit.
tell you what, when we came back from the 40-minute delay in the game and then Hawthorn put 2 on quick, I went, hang on, I'm in trouble here. But then I would have truly been on the side of it's a disgrace that we waited that long because it feels like in those games when there are the storm delays, it happened with Melbourne and Brisbane last year, we kicked back to like within a goal.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember that, actually.
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
There's the side who's in front has worked really hard to get to this point, and then a huge delay makes them go, oh no, oh God. And the other team's like, hey, we've got nothing to lose here. It happens every time now.
You know what I will acknowledge, Broden, is that you were probably...
Thank you for those acknowledging me in the comments.
What is the finger up thing? Because there's a thing on TikTok where you're supposed to put the finger up to boys and then they do something like nerdy. Is that what that is?
It could be. It's worth mentioning that this Saturday or Sunday and Monday in Australia is WrestleMania.
Oh, God.
And the head of the table, Roman Reigns, is taking on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, for the championship.
Cody
Okay.
Waitman versus Cody Rhodes.
Sorry
Yeah.
to derail that. Please continue, Tom.
No, all I was going to say is it's worth acknowledging that he was fucking shit at tipping last year. It was very, very bad. He come last and he got 8 out of 8. That is most improved, if nothing else.
I look, I'm really happy. It's probably the happiest I've ever been.
Really?
I mean, at the birth of my son.
Yeah, that was a pretty big moment for me. The birth of your son.
When Dark Knight came out, I was pretty happy. You seen Dark Knight?
Yeah, Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Sorry, is that not correct? Why is that
It
funny?
was the greatest moment of Broden's life.
It was just the funniest response. Have you seen Dark? Yes, Batman.
Batman. Like, look, proof.
Yes, Batman's in there. Yeah, we liked that. We were in our 20s and we liked that.
Oh, yeah, we liked it a lot.
Yeah, I was in high school. I went to the Denby to see it in Newtown.
Dempy, that's a funny name.
Dempy.
Denby.
Dendy?
Oh, the
Oh,
Dendy.
Dendy. Oh, sorry, Dendy.
Dempy's funnier, though. I went to the local Dempy.
I saw Dark Knight Batman at the Dempy. Yeah, I'm a real big fan of it. And Jacko. The Jacko's in it.
Jacko.
All right. Shall we talk AFL football? It was great to get the tips right. The Sydney-Richmond game, I do feel really cool about that.
Yeah, that was good for me.
Thank you. But we don't have to talk about me.
Oh, I've never seen a happier man than Adam Uze.
Yeah, he's a good coach, maybe.
Okay. I like a definite statement like that.
Yeah, maybe he's pretty good, maybe.
Yeah, he's a really good coach.
Who knows, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, man, you want them all to do well. Yeah. Tell us about the footy this week. Hit that sting. That is a great sting. It's a long sting. Long sting, but good sting.
Yeah, that's the news one, right? Oh,
That's
I
the one,
forgot
yeah.
the graphic, the sick graphic of my little head.
Yeah, I did that. It's crazy.
I love that so much.
How good are Wednesdays now? It's like hump day. You know what you mean?
Yeah.
When we record this, you do 2 days of work or you don't. You do Good Friday, Good Monday. And then you come in on Wednesday, you talk a bit of footy, and then the footy's back tomorrow.
Yeah, it is a really good week for people that like footy, having it on Monday and Thursday.
Yeah, that is sick.
Only 2 days without any football.
Yeah, I'm into that.
And we're talking about football on those days.
Yeah, 100%.
And football is good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Controversial in some quarters, but here, no.
No.
Nah, not good is Tom Lynch being back out.
He's done a hammy.
Yeah, man back out for like a significant stint when he just returned from a foot injury.
Needs surgery, Marns?
Scans will let us know on Wednesday. So by Thursday we should know how long he's out for. But
It's crazy.
It's like a bad hamstring.
Yeah.
Not bad ham.
No.
Bad ham.
They said it was significant hamstring tendon damage. And then they will get scans to determine the next course of action, which is always
So
what they say.
sad, man.
Yeah, genuinely. Like what are Richmond going to do anyway?
Yeah.
He's one of those people that has had an injury adjacent to career,
Yep.
much like Will Day is looking like as well. It's
Yeah.
hard to get Will Day on the pitch. Mm-hmm. And I did say pitch.
He said pitch a few times. Such a dominant performance when he was back as well, even off a limited preseason, barely had no preseason. Very sad. I think Richmond injuries in general are fucking out there, right?
Yeah, well, Noah Bolter's also out.
Yeah, I think I was looking earlier today, and I should pull this up really quickly. I think I saw like 4 or 5 of their defenders are all injured, right?
Yep.
Is this Richmond?
So Baker, Bolter, Trevice, Gibkiss, and Grimes all
Baker's out
injured.
suspended. But
Yeah,
yes.
right. Okay, yeah.
I got a joke for you.
Please. I
So
love
you
jokes.
go Bolter,
Yep.
Baker, heck, the candlestick maker.
That is good.
You do that?
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Bolter and Baker and the candlestick maker.
No, not like that. I want you to.
It was so
Was that acted
animated.
too much?
Yeah.
You
I
want
was trying to bring the energy, you know?
It was, yeah.
It was like you were reading a picture book to your child.
All right, let me go again. Oh my God. Like, Richmond have so many fucking injuries. Like, honestly, like you got Grimes, Gibkiss, and then you've got Baker, Bolter, and the candlestick maker.
I could feel the tension when Baker was coming.
Yeah. And I'm going to re-say that Baker is suspended, not injured, but yes.
Yeah. So you should.
There's a red dot on the super.
do it.
Coach. I'm
Do
so
it.
sorry.
Do it again.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Yeah.
But you need to say Baker's suspended. Heck, the candlestick maker who is also suspended.
Okay. Yeah, geez, look at Richmond's injuries. Honestly, you got Grimes, Gibkiss, Trezeese, who I've never heard of, and then Liam Baker's suspended, and then you've
I'm
got
over
Bolter and the candlestick maker.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do.
Fantastic.
You need to do Baker before candlestick maker.
It's
And you can't fit
We're spending
suspended in
so
there.
long.
it's comedy festival time. You got to get this right. Speaking of Baker Boy is playing at Gathering.
I love Baker Boy.
He's playing at Gathering.
I want to be in Gather Round.
Yeah.
Although I am like unbelievably excited to every time there's an interstate game and it works in with our schedules. There's a bunch of our friends that just like all go to this same pub, and I want to cry. I'm so excited to go to the pub
You going to the pub?
to watch the football.
You gonna have some
Thursday
beers and
night.
watch the footy?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a gin and tonic and watch the footy.
That's really nice. Annie and
what's
I had the urge to go to the pub on Saturday night to watch the footy.
Oh, which pub?
I went to I was like, I'm going to go to our local RSL, and I walked in, and Annie and I both looked at each other and went, "This is no, we can't."
It was not a vibe?
Well, they didn't have Fox Footy for one,
Wow, you just can't have that.
and then we were like, this is probably not the vibe. But then also, what they did have was a tile from Saddam Hussein's house.
What? Yeah,
There was
what?
a framed tile from Saddam Hussein's house in the RSL.
But it's like as a badge of honor, or like because we're in RSL, this happened in war times, or like.
I'm not going to speak for the RSL.
But I imagine as a badge of honor, right?
I think there was a guy there, and he had it was a photo of a guy with a gun.
Yeah.
And he seemed to be in the army because he had a uniform on.
Yeah.
And maybe he brought back a
A
bit
tile with
from
but,
Saddam Hussein's house.
I mean, is it? Yeah, it could be any tile from anywhere.
No, we genuinely just have to take his word for it.
Yeah, exactly. Which I'm stoked to do.
It could be Frank Walker's tile.
It could be national.
Okay, next news
The
thing.
best news on a personal level this week, Isaac Ranken can sing really well.
Was that a question mark head what you did there? Like
It was a sing as being like, I'm asking the question to both of you, but I am sure of it.
Well, let's play.
I'm adamant.
Let's play a little bit. Can I ask you?
Yeah.
What show was this?
It's the footy show, wasn't
Because
it?
I pride myself on being across
Yeah.
sincerely
Yeah.
all AFL media.
I was
And then
confused too. Yeah.
I turned on Twitter last night and I see a sold out arena.
with Eddie.
It was
on it?
Adelaide Entertainment Centre live on Channel 9. It's like kicks off Gather Round.
Yeah, right. But
is
then they
it?
were hashtagging the footy show and stuff on
Yeah.
Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, is it back? And we didn't hear about it. What the fuck?
It's just their like live Gather Round special.
We're playing it now, Marns. This is Isaac Rankin, small forward for the Adelaide Crows.
So can I tell my Isaac Rankin story while we listen?
Let's hear a little bit. Yeah, it's good.
It's really good. They should have marked up the guitar instead of DIing it. Like massive fail there, but all good.
I also just want to say for the listeners that he looks beautiful while he's doing this.
Yeah. So he used to upload acoustic covers to Instagram all the time when he was at the Suns. And I love them. I used to send them to Joe and be like, look how good Isaac can sing and stuff. Then he stopped doing it. So I think it's sad. So I think he should bring back the Instagram covers. I love them.
Russell Robertson was the original Isaac Rankin, small forward who could sing.
True.
Can we listen to some of that?
Yeah. I feel like Isaac has more delicacy and touch to his music than Robinson did.
Okay.
He also, he grew to be best on ground. Thanks to Retrospective, who's put this up on YouTube. He's playing U2's Desire. It's okay.
This is
Yeah,
Russell
it's
who?
all right.
Russell Robertson. Before your time, but a great small forward for Melbourne.
Yeah, I thought, is that the person who hosts your game day?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know Russell.
Robertson.
Yeah.
You know Russell?
I know Russell. Mate of mine.
No, he can sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
So the ground invader who ran out in the round 2 match between Adelaide and Geelong has been banned for life from both men's and women's AFL games. But in that ban for life, they're going to review it in 5 years.
Yeah, it's like he's got parole in 5 years.
Yeah. Basically.
I think that's good. I
think
said
it's good.
lifetime ban. I called lifetime ban. It seems a little outrageous, but at the same time,
I reckon it's like, hey, Adelaide, I know Gather Round's about to happen.
yeah.
record.
Yeah.
wink, wink, nudge,
Yeah,
nudge.
because he's also got to face the court for what he did at Adelaide Oval. Because
Court?
he's probably going to be fined.
Yeah,
quite a
right.
lot.
So the AFL's handed their punishment, but still to do a legal thing.
Yep.
So do you have to go to court even for like a 10 grand fine?
Well, they're thinking it's going to be 5,000.
Yeah, right.
A maximum 5 of oh my goodness, a maximum. Why can't I say the word maximum?
Well, it's hard to say.
Maximum.
Maximum. Okay, well.
Massiman.
Oh, I love Massimo D'Ambrosio. I'm so upset that he plays for Hawthorn and not Essendon anymore. But he played really well.
I didn't know he used to play for Essendon. He's killing it in Supercoach.
Yeah.
D'Ambrosio.
Yeah. No, he was a mid.
A mid-year
hey.
selection.
Yeah.
Not mid.
I know he's not mid,
He's
but
a
he
defender.
couldn't crack into the. I thought mid is in like Av.
Yeah.
He couldn't crack into the Essendon side, so I'm glad that he went to Hawthorn because now he's like playing every week.
Yeah, and had that opportunity, right? Like 8 of them went down and he just popped up and is like totally their best rebound defender, right? Mm-hmm. Sicily's having to proper defend.
But anyway, the maximum fine is $5,000 for breaching like recreational grounds.
Yeah, right.
They're regulated.
I just thought they'd send it in the mail, and he'd have to put in a B pay. I didn't think he'd go to court for it,
But then speaking of ground invaders, I'm just going to say quality entertainment during the delay. And that comes with the caveat of they should not put their lives at risk because there was lightning concerns.
Yeah.
Although
You liked it?
I just liked what I really enjoyed was like the teen who ran, the second invader who like ran out and he had a ball with him. So he like tries to show off in front of everyone and he just hit the behind post.
Fucked it.
It was the worst kick I've ever seen.
It was really, and he slipped over, right?
And then he slipped over, runs, collects the ball, and then as the security tackle him, the entire crowd yelled ball.
That's
And
great.
it was great.
It was fucking
it was
great.
so Melbourne as well to have that happen during a 40-minute severe weather delay at the MCG. I was like,
Yeah.
this is the most Melbourne thing.
One of
I
my
love it.
favourite Melbourne comedy stories as at the MCG in like 2004-ish when they were redoing the stands. It was as the stands were being developed, they were moving people around. There would always be a section that was empty. And they used to do the wave, like the crowd wave around the MCG. And when it got to the MCC members would not do it because it was very unbecoming.
Yeah.
Uncouth.
So they'd get booed.
Oh, good.
We'd get booed. And then one year they were redeveloping the whole MCC section, so there was no one in there. And so the crowd would do the one, hey! And then when it got to the empty area, go, boo. And I was like, that's a funny cultural thing we've done there.
Yeah,
That is excellent.
Can I take a moment? I've seen a fair bit of requests from this. We talked about it last week, but then also there's been a few people asking me to bring it up because you both have not heard it.
Mm-hmm.
This is Mark Jacko Jackson. I'm an individual.
Oh, yeah, sure.
This was a football player. Truly,
If you're lucky, someday you might see me on the street. My crystal clear complexion is as snow white as a sheet. To some say I'm a genius, to others I'm a loon. But someday there'll be people like me walking on the moon.
Mix needs work.
If you think you've got the nerve to put me in my place, I think that I should warn you. I'm not
Here we go,
just
you
a
ready?
pretty face. I'm an individual, you can't go man. An individual, you can't go man.
some of my earliest memories are of this man on Energizer battery ads.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can see why they would put him on an Energizer.
He was pretty out there.
Yeah, I need to see visuals, but from the sounds of it, it sounds out there.
He's
for
in
sure.
deeply
Very
in
top
my-
heavy.
deeply
Yeah.
in my skull
Yeah.
as a battery guy.
Yeah.
He was friends with Chopper Reed.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Apparently Chopper used to organise hits and all his crime things at the Red Rooster just over there.
Yes, which is one of my favourite Red Roosters because it doesn't have a drive-through. You're forced to park, get out of your car, go in there, order, speak to people. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, and Chopper used to organise hits there.
Yeah, which I also like.
Marns, what other news?
Well, the AFL has admitted that there were quite a few frees missed on Ginnivan, which I think is a genuinely interesting topic to talk about because does this come from, there's now like an inbuilt subconscious bias, even if they don't think it, because it was such an area of topic. Like he had like 21 frees in 2022, so it was like breakout year. The following year, so last year he got 4 frees.
Okay.
So it was obviously something the umpires cracked down hard on, also because it was the topic of conversation, like protect the head, don't drop your knees, yada, yada. And this year, what is it, round 3, and the AFL's already been like, it's been officiated. They're like, it was officiated wrong on a few occasions.
Here's what I've got to say on this. Is Andrew Dillon so far I think has been really, really good.
Yeah,
But
Laura Kane's been.
I think the low key great hire has been Laura Kane, who's been actively vocal and like upfront and admitted when the AFL's put a foot wrong. She's been awesome.
Yeah. Well, even this, like she did not need to come out, like, because it happens all the time where in presses, the coaches will be asked, well, do you think that these frees were missed or do you think this person being officiated differently? And that's usually the end of that. But for her to come out on the Monday morning I think it was Monday. Maybe it was Tuesday. No, it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday because the game was on Monday.
Yeah.
Come out on Tuesday and actually speak to it. I think that's great.
As I was watching the game, and I don't feel this way anymore, but as I was watching, I was going, different Guernsey, different rules, I guess. That's what I was thinking.
But yeah, is the whole thing though? This is a question, genuinely, like because I've seen some stuff online. I don't know if it's true or not. Did he those 22 frees he got in the first year? They were from ducking, right?
Yep. Well, not all of them, but yes.
Not all of them, but a lot. He was milking them, right? So now he's like sort of karma for milking them, or
That's what people are saying, yes.
yeah, right. Interesting.
I think it makes that game entirely like very watchable now.
It makes this weekend when it's Hawthorn Collingwood very interesting.
Yeah, that's right. Didn't he say it should have? It's a shame it wasn't at the G in front of 99,000.
I love that he's saying, like, he's very Papley to me, where he's like, well, this is on my brain, so it's just going to come out of my mouth.
He feels like me, off the top of the dome, guys. You know,
Well,
doesn't think about what he says before he says it.
I
which
think,
love.
like, all of the stuff that he said, like, post... actually, no, it wasn't post... I'm going to start that again. I think all of the stuff he said about the post-grand final last year and his exit meeting, that's interesting because you barely get ever insights into, like, why players actually leave. Like, they never
100%.
actually say, well, I felt, like, disgruntled with that club.
Yeah.
He certainly isn't backwards in coming forwards, young Guinea, and that's...
What's wrong?
The football says 69 on it.
Where?
That actually made me jump a bit the way you grabbed that. I was like, is there a
Yeah,
spider?
like, are you all
It
right?
was so...
Inflate to
sporadic.
69.
And you've been letting it go below 69, bro. And you got to pump that shit up.
I just did grass surface size 5, inflate to 69.
Is that like a measurement of like air pressure?
KPA.
KPA, of course. The kilos per amp.
Sorry, that just really... That's probably a sign that I've got some stuff I need to get tested on, but that is genuinely fascinating to me.
Yeah, I think what's more fascinating is like even what McRae Fly came back with and said, Marns, in response to Ginny coming out and saying that stuff. That's what I found interesting as well. Which was, that's right, important context. Like, yeah, I had an exit meeting with Ginny and I told him, you know, that I didn't say, see you later, go get a trade, but I said, these are the things you got to work on, which makes me go, okay, like that sounds fair and reasonable, right?
100%.
All players would have got good feedback.
I mean, in my work, have meetings all the time where I'm told things to work. Isn't that normal?
100%.
Don't you need that to become better at
We
your
sit
job?
you down weekly and we're like,
Yeah,
hey,
no.
bring us the news.
Yeah.
It would have just been don't go to the races 12 hours before the grand final, yeah?
Yes, but probably some footy stuff as well, I imagine, right? Like, because he got dropped for a fair chunk of the year off footy, right? And then came back for the grand final.
Oh, yeah, he was on, yes. Oh, yeah, that other stuff. Well, I hope he's having fun at Hawthorn. Every time he kicks a goal, he points to his head or does some sort of code with his
which
hands.
is very groovy.
Yeah, it's very what the cool
Well,
kids do.
he put that on his Instagram. It's something. Guys,
It's something.
I sound like I'm becoming one of you boomers now.
He sort of uses his fingers and
He
gesticulates.
put it on the gram.
Sort of carries on with his fingers.
Yeah, I thought it was cool how he said like, 10 blokes from Hawks text me to come to the Hawks as well. Like that made me feel really wanted there and stuff. And it just makes me feel like we should start texting Nick Dacos at the Suns, you know?
Yeah, so...
Start telling him we really need you. We want you.
That's quite funny.
Marnie's
Yeah, I'm
had
just
me-
going to start texting players that are like, you should come to this club.
Now, look, this photo, Genny's put up a photo of him and then an EPL player who plays for Arsenal, doing sort of, he's got like, it's sucking, he's got like he's clenched fist to his mouth and then pointing down with like his fingers down.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Oh, someone in the chat might know.
In my opinion, it looks like he's ripping a bong.
Yes, it might be some form of vaping or marijuana signal.
But surely not.
I mean, it's illegal in other places in the world, right? So you
he
can
would-
do
this surely
codes for I
means-
love smoking a bong.
Someone said Marns was told to win a quill or should get traded to the Suns.
Got dealt the Doyle Brunson off rip, all in. What does that mean?
Well, rip is when you rip a bong, bro.
Yeah.
Got dealt the Doyle's Brunson off rip, all in.
I bet there's
Doyle's
some people
off
listening
rip.
to this just like banging their head against the wall.
Yeah, which we love.
It's so obvious to so many people. It means clear head pretty much.
Clear head.
Yeah, it's post have a Jaws clarity, I reckon. You know?
No, none of this.
That's what I
None
reckon
of this.
it is.
It's clearly not. As if he would do that this week of all weeks.
That's true. That's very true.
I actually agree with him though. I think that this game should have been at the MCG.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the same thing, right? But then I thought about it for 2 more seconds and I was like, yeah, but it's Ginny, right? Like if it was a 300 gamer, like sure. Like, but it's
but
just
for the
like
theatre.
a player who's played like 30 games and yes, like
But even just like I loved, I mean, I don't like players getting booed when they move clubs, especially if they're fringe players or they can't. Or they move for legitimate reasons. And I think Ollie Henry moving to Geelong was a legitimate reason. And a lot of people disagree with me on Twitter when I said that.
Sure.
Yeah, I think Ollie Henry moving to Geelong was legitimate and he should have gone. And when he got booed the first time he played Collingwood, I didn't like it, but it was really good, the theatre. Like when he had that, like Darcy Moore had the chase down tackle of him in front of goal when he was going for goal. That was like one of those moments where like, that's a good footy moment.
So it doesn't have to be a superstar is what you're saying. It could, there's theatre even in other players and stuff. That makes sense.
What's your nickname for him?
For who? For Ginny.
Yeah, why Ginny?
Oh, isn't that his name?
Well, it's Ginny.
Ginnivan.
Yeah, but don't people say Ginny though? Or have I
Gin
just
and
made it up?
tonic.
I could have made it up.
But it's like, I just don't know why it's because it's, I'm fine to go ahead with Ginny.
No, I'm just not sure if it's a me thing or if I've picked that up from
It
someone.
sounds a bit like Forrest Gump to me.
Yeah, do you
Ginny.
reckon I've made it up? Or I've heard it somewhere?
I think you've seen it written down and your
and
head's
I've gone,
gone Ginny.
it's Ginny.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Who was that guy last week? Jimpy?
Yeah,
Instead of
Ginby,
Gimpy.
Reuben Ginby. What did we decide it was? Ginby. Reuben Ginby.
Gimby.
Ginby is what we decided?
Yes. Any other news?
Let's see, what have I written down?
Yeah,
No.
a moving photo. What do you call that?
A GIF.
Oh,
Okay.
this hasn't, sorry.
Yeah, no.
Listen in as well. This hasn't gone live yet, so it's a bit cheeky of me, but I'm so excited about this article that Peter Ryan has written for The Age that it's supposed to go up tonight, so I assume 8 p.m, but it's looking at state and federal funding of sports facilities. So a lot of like sporting clubs and stadiums, because like Marvel Stadium was given $225 million of state government funding in part to improve facilities to support professional women's sport, and they have played one AFLW game there.
That is outrageous. When was that, Marns? And why couldn't they take the $200 million to take the fucking roof off?
And they have played 2 Matildas games. So they've played 3 women's games.
They should be at the G anyway, but yes.
But also because like if you think about like the grand final, the AFLW grand final, so that sold out within hours and people were scrambling to get tickets and it was capped at 13,000
And
people.
there's mosquitoes in the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you got Marvel down the street and that
Taking
is a marquee
$220 million
game.
into their pocket and not even,
And then if you look at other clubs, like if we're using AFLW grand final again as an example, like Icon Stadium. Yeah, it's called Icon Stadium. Icon Park. Like all clubs have a lot of money.
Yeah,
like to improve their women's stuff. So like Essendon, Hawthorn, Carlton, heaps. But Icon's like one of the big ones who's had like a massive upgrade, and that upgrade has meant that there's less seating.
Yeah.
Because the training facilities have limited the seating. So you had 24,000 people at the very first AFLW game, where now you can only get 13,000 there for the grand final. So all of this money that's come in to help women's sport means that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Whose fault is that? Like it's half the people who've given the money not making sure it's spent on the right thing, and then it's also the people who've just taken, because if they were regulated to not do that, surely they wouldn't spend it on that, yeah? Like it's.
But I mean, it's not like that money's directly gone into the pockets of just improving men's sport. Like Icon facilities, the women use those as well as the men and the non-binary players.
The funding wasn't to help women's sport, or like it was partially, or
it was
right.
Yeah. So the money's come in to help women's sport, and these facilities used by both men and women, although men have a lot more contact hours.
Still.
So it's interesting. Anyway, Peter's done so much. I've sat behind Peter for the last 2 weeks where he's like had all these Excel documents and stuff.
And we're doing the TLDR.
Kind of.
Yeah, I can't wait to look at this Geelong Stadium shit. Blows my mind how every election cycle it gets money. I can't wait to see exactly how much money from who and for what has come into GMHBA.
Have some clubs with netball teams been given money for netball teams?
Are you talking about any club in particular?
I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions.
I'm just real. I was
free
also
press.
like, I felt fine about talking about all that because I was like, by the time this podcast goes live, the article will be up. But I just realized that we're also live streaming it.
So it'll be out shortly.
I think this is going to help numbers on the article. I think everyone's going to rush to read it, Marnie. So
It's
I
a
think
fantastic
that's great.
read, but this is what it's going to be about. This happens on 360 all the time.
Okay. And if you see a part that's like, oh, there's an AFLW voice.
Yeah,
Marnie.
that's mine.
Marnie Vinall. Great. Is that the news?
I think that's
Hell
the
yeah.
news.
Let's go, Tom, for everyone's favourite sting. And for the people watching live, please go off. I want everyone watching to hit the comments because it's time for tipping.
Tipping. Tipping. Tipping.
We all sat here in silence for that entire bit. I just want everyone to know it wasn't like we went, oh, great job there. That's really good.
That is the cost of having live stings.
Yeah, we all just sat here in silence.
No, I actually like it because it gives me a second to like compose myself before we go into tipping.
Now, can I tell you guys what I've done this week to prepare for tipping?
Yes,
Please.
but first let me just say this.
Please.
Everyone's going off.
Yeah, everyone's popping
I
off.
really appreciate
A
it.
lot of pogs in the chat.
For the sting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people like the sting. So not only
Or
have
for us sitting silently.
yeah, sitting silently. So not only have I pulled up the tipping, but I have pulled up to help you guys out this week. I've pulled up the official injury list and the fixture.
Oh
So
my God.
Any questions? I'm ready to go. Who are they playing next week? I'm fucking on it. Throw it to me.
Oh my God, excited.
Can I ask you a question? The
Yeah, please.
teams out for the D's.
Teams out for the D's. Okay. I'm okay.
Oh my God.
Yep. Okay.
Stephen May
NFL
was
fixture.
training.
Yeah, he's playing. Marty Hoare is out with a thumb.
Sorry.
He's
funny.
been thumbed.
Broden, it doesn't
Funny
look like the teams are out, which is not right. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
when you said that, I was like, but the team's not out, but I didn't want to question you.
No. It is out by the look
It's
of it.
6:40 on a Wednesday night before the game.
Okay, so the teams Crows swing 5 changes. D's may call. So the Crows have dropped Luke Bedlar, Lachlan Scholl, James Wallace, Lachlan Murphy, and Wayne Miller, but 3 of them are like injured. And they're bringing in Jordan Butts, Patrick Parnell, Braden Cook, Sambury, Luke Nankervis. So huge changes.
Marnie,
Well, they need it.
what's your hot take on the Adelaide Crows? I know they're the pride of South Australia. I'm not questioning that.
Well, I kind of wanted to talk about what Matthew Nix has been saying, because it is cool to have like a coach be very open and honest, especially when you deal with coaches that are just like, and I'm not thinking of any in particular, that just constantly talk about how united and connected they are as a group, even when they're...
D's do that.
Yes, that's the club I was thinking
I'll
of.
tell you something.
Yeah,
If Matthew Nix isn't careful, he's going to be replaced with Stevie.
I would love that. Back from the grave to fix
know a Stevie
the
Nicks
problems.
song.
But yes, he's been very open about how they're playing very poor footy at the moment. And I mean, he's even said that, like, why would Crows fans want to watch this? This is really poor. And he said that, like, it's the team systems that are breaking down because the pressure is also mounting, because with that pressure, they're more focused on the individual games than the team systems that they've created. So he's blamed, like, a lack of cohesion and just that they have tried a new game plan this year, and, like, my comment is that sometimes that takes a while to really like hit its stride.
100% it does, yes.
But at the moment, it's just poor.
Can I talk to that? Sorry, that was me. I'm getting slacks.
Yeah.
Can I talk to that? The Daniel Hoyne on SEN, who's from Champion Data, and
Correct.
I respect his opinion greatly. He mainly because he says Melbourne are good, but he said about. He was just like, he was talking about Brisbane, but it was a really good point. He went through about 5 teams and said no one would have picked, like before teams become dynasty good, they have a period where they have a fucked year.
Yeah.
Richmond in like 2015 or so, or 16 had one like a bizarro year. The D's in 2019. Geelong in that 2007 or 8 or
I
something.
mean, Collingwood were the worst team in the league like 2 years ago,
Yeah,
right?
they got
as well?
17th before
Yeah.
they- yeah.
So like
Yeah.
often just before there's these anomaly years just before people have big runs.
Yes.
But I don't know where Adelaide sit. But that's just, I think it's more to do with Brisbane as well. As like people are putting a lot of pressure on Brisbane, saying this is they have to have it this year. But actually, no, it's not the case.
No, Brisbane's got a great age profile. I don't think they should be worried at all. Like, they don't have any super old key players, right? Like, they're all in a good age.
Adelaide?
Yeah, no, sorry, Brisbane. I was
right,
jumping ahead, and then it's just Horror out for May.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we played 5 days ago.
You. Yep.
It's a short turnaround.
That
It's
is
a
a bit
very
rough,
short
isn't it?
turnaround.
Yeah.
That's what I actually feel less confident about this game than I do the Port Adelaide game.
Really?
Yeah, I really do, because Adelaide truly have their backs up against the wall. There's going to be, whatever the capacity is of Adelaide Oval, going to be there supporting them.
Adelaide, I would say one of their main problem is just like they haven't looked like scoring. How do you feel their forward line's going to go against your defence?
Well, that's the thing is, do you know they are 18th for converting from ground balls? Isn't that specific?
That's so specific.
I mean, that's insane because they have such an awesome small forward line.
Shelley, Ranken, and other great singers.
I didn't realize Thilthorpe was out for 4 months, which is brutal.
Yeah, so that's crazy to me, right? Is 18th
It is.
for
That's
grand-
probably, if they're going to score anywhere, that's probably where they should
Yes,
be scoring.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then, so that's isn't that crazy?
But maybe the bigs aren't bringing it to ground either. Walker hasn't been that great. You know, Fogarty was off and on, and Thilthorpe's out. So maybe it's a bit more like, you know, they're getting out marks, which might mean like Lever and May just swoop in there and just
mop it
mark
up.
fucking everything that comes around. So yeah.
I feel pensive about tipping the Ds. What are you guys thinking?
I went Melbourne,
I'm going Melbourne too.
but
I think you can't not, but I don't feel great about it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I can see an upset here.
Yeah, I can see it, but I feel like there's zero chance. But I could see it, so that makes no sense. I think I would be like, I could see it happening. Of course, I can see anything happening, right? But I would be outraged if Melbourne lost this. Like,
It's
it would be five on the trot. It's
days.
very 5 days, but 5 on the trot for Melbourne if you win this. No, 4 on the trot.
4.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7 on the trot is hard to win, but 4 is reasonable.
Adelaide will come out breathing fire. Friday night. Hey, we didn't even talk about Adelaide at all. How great's Adelaide, the city?
Oh, I thought I was
yeah.
just like, we just talked about how shit they were.
Yeah, I was going to
What are
say,
you talking
you guys
about?
just spoke about Adelaide for ages.
I love Adelaide. I mentioned it 3 times already. I'm going to
Yeah.
shut up. I wish I was in Adelaide right now.
Yes, I wish we were. as
Someone
well.
just mentioned in the comments, and it's worth mentioning about Adelaide as well. I forgot to mention is I think Jordan Dawson at the moment is ranked like 370th in the league for impact on games or something like that.
You think I don't know? You didn't think I backed in my boy round 1 super coach? You think I didn't fucking put him in my team and make him captain? So
what
you think I don't know?
What
You think
happens?
I don't know? Jordan Dawson is attacking me personally, Broden.
What's he done?
He, I think Crouch has hurt him genuinely. Like I think, like for whatever reason with this new game plan, maybe they've said to Dawson, "You're a better ball user in the midfield, play on the outside a bit more," because he doesn't look off or anything. He's just having 20 disposals where he used to have 30.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I think Crouch and Laird are playing that inside game. That's my theory anyway. I don't actually know. I should ask the coach of Adelaide. But
Just from now on, anytime someone says something good about Adelaide that I agree with, I'm going to just yell it out. Okay.
Okay.
Pog,
Cafe de Villiers.
Pog,
That's not a thing from Adelaide.
isn't it?
My
No.
dad.
Your father,
Yeah.
Mr. Vinall.
Yeah.
Mr. Vinall.
The Adelaide Oval.
Thank you for watching, Mr. Vinall. If you're watching,
Churches.
churches. Yes, and Cafe de Villiers
The
again.
river.
Torrens River. Torrens.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Aaron Phillips.
Yeah.
Phillips, Port Adelaide Star, and an Adelaide Star as well.
Barossa Valley.
Faster pasta.
Tenfold.
But keep going with the chat. Barnacle Bill.
Oh, you're doing it with the chat. I thought you were doing it with us.
No, I'm doing it with my real friends.
Oh, okay. I thought I was throwing you out stuff.
But
that
if
was
a but for the people that are listening to the podcast, just happen to listen to Broden yell things by himself.
Pie Floaters, Snowtown. Snowtown.
Is it? Did you watch it, Marns?
Sorry.
No, shame. It's not an enjoyable movie. You won't like it at all.
No, I
In
wouldn't
fact, I remember
recommend.
what you said last week, and I'm telling you now, never watch it.
Yeah.
Snowtown. Bronson Reed. Now, who are we tipping for Brisbane versus
Oh,
North?
Dad says it's Greg to you.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it. Mr. Greg. Brisbane versus North.
So Norwood Oval.
This is the one with there's a straight line on one side.
Yeah.
So the boundary is like, it's really right up against it, but it's quite a nice, suburban
it's awesome.
sandful stadium.
I love it. I think
Yeah,
it's cool.
I love Adelaide Oval.
yeah.
Brisbane will win their first game of the year, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was earlier today. I was like, "Am I mad for going for North?" And then I came to the conclusion that yes, that would be a mad thing to do.
Really? Because
Yeah.
my gut is saying North.
I know
don't
my gut was
like-
saying it too, but also my gut is wrong so often.
Yes, I'm 306,720th in the tipping, so I'm very wrong. But I'm tipping North.
So I'm going to do another Daniel Hoyne, and that is that Brisbane there was one stat that they were behind in midfield efficiency or something like that. It was like midfield. There was one very particular thing. Everything else, they're in like the top 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So like they just have to fix one thing and they're better again.
Yeah.
So I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I also think that'll be fine.
I think that'd be fine. I'm tipping North.
I
North.
did like
Rhea Ripley.
Danny Daly coming out and saying, You wonder sometimes if they're trying too hard. Yeah, that's what's wrong.
Yeah,
Brizzy Lions
definitely.
are trying too hard.
Kanga snooze.
But yeah, I mean, they did drop, 9 marks inside 50. If they take those and their goals, they've won that game easily.
Yes.
Yeah,
Who's the players we like from North who are, there's Tom Powell, is it?
Tom Powell,
Sherry.
pick 3 last year.
That's me being a rock.
Yeah, little joke from me there for those in the chat. Tom Powell, who was actually debuted like 4 years ago and was pick 13.
But Tom Powell is really, really, really highly ranked at the moment in the AFL.
Yeah, no, I spoke about it on Sunday if you guys didn't listen, but he's sort of
didn't.
like played a lot in the forward line over the last few years, I think. Been in and out of the side and been okay. Has just gone to every centre bounce this year and is absolutely fucking killing it. Like up there with as they're probably one of their better, if not best players after Sheasel.
Yeah, but I'm going Brisbane, yeah? Everyone's going
Yeah, I
Brisbane.
think
No, I'm
everyone's-
going North. I'm going North.
Okay.
That's insane.
No, North.
It is mad.
North of the
but
team.
I actually back you there.
Yeah.
Also Friday, so that's 5:10.
Yeah.
So you finish work and turn this on.
I know. I really wanted to live stream the double Friday night games, but me and Broden have a show, so can't.
Oh, yeah. But our show's not till 10:30 at night.
Yeah, but I got tech from 2 to 5.
Can't be
yeah.
watching.
Sadly, I can't be watching any football on Friday, which is so sad.
The later game at 8:10 at Adelaide Oval is Port versus Essendon.
You remember you saying on the Monday app that you were really scared of Port's forward line? I'm really scared of Zach Butters, Connor Rosie, and Jason Horn-Francis might be back.
He might be back.
So, cool.
Yeah, their midfield are very
That's
good as
cool.
well. But
Yeah,
then-
we don't have Ridley. Well, we don't know yet. Ridley's in the frame, but he wasn't at main training this week.
Yeah, right.
So.
Do you consider yourself a top 8 team this year, Bombers?
I'm actually going to try and stop saying we.
Yes. Do you think the Bombers are a top 8 team?
No.
Okay,
I would
because
do it.
Port have not won against a top 8 team or something like that in their last 15, like in their last.
Yeah, because they
30,
lost
yeah.
the last 2 finals.
Do you remember what happened last year when Essendon played Port? You went to that game.
Yes, Houston.
Houston, yes.
We
I
have a
remember that.
problem.
From like 60 out, right? It was like huge.
On
punt.
the buzzer.
We were better
Yeah.
that day. They were better that day.
Yeah, they were good. The Bombers were actually really good in that game. But even against Saints, like I was very impressed at like how much fight they had, and like it was that like hunger and determination. But there was still like so many like missed tackles.
The Bombers are coming. They're coming very hard.
Are they?
Yeah,
That's what
really
they
are.
say. Alistair Nicholson. Who did you tip?
Port, especially in Adelaide.
100%. I think Wines is out this week.
Yeah,
so I think
he's
that's the
out.
one
But JHF is
back, which is a like for like in a lot of ways.
He's better than
Probably better than Wines, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, one's a Brownlow medalist. The other's played like 30 games, but
Well, let's not get into this card game stuff, Tom. Let's not do it. I'm tipping Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah. And even just like no Peter Wright. And I don't think that was a massive problem for Essendon against St Kilda. Especially Stringer had 4 goals against the Hawks, 3 against the Swans and 3 against the Saints.
He's
I'm
killing it.
enjoying watching him this year. But like other than him and Langers, like Carl Langford, I think it is going to be a problem without Peter Wright this
Carl
weekend.
Langford's great.
He's fantastic.
Yeah. And then String.
Yeah.
Yeah, the string is the difference.
what about Gresham? Had a quieter game last week, Martins?
Yeah, it was
think
really
he could
disappointing.
have
There
a
was a
good-
goal that he definitely should have got, and I think it would have been one of those like really lifts the crowd, both sides, like booing and cheering.
Do you think he'll have a big impact at Essendon and have a good year?
I don't. I think those are 2 separate questions. I think that he will have a
Yeah, Tom.
big impact, but I don't think that Essendon are in for a particularly fantastic year.
Yeah, totally.
You're tipping.
Port 100%. Yeah, I think Essendon are awful.
So this is.
Oh, and I also got a bunch of being like, I don't know how you will feel about this statement, but Port should not have lost that game to Melbourne.
No, on the expected score, 100%.
Yeah, they were up 36 in disposals. They were up 21 in inside 50s, plus 15 in clearances, plus 7 in marks.
Yeah.
Plus 11 in tackles and minus 7 in score.
And plus 50,000 in nuffs.
Yeah.
They were great. I love Nuffs.
Yeah, no, Port we talked about on Sunday or Monday. The Port fans are they're a very unique fan base, and we're lucky to have them. And I hope they have a wonderful weekend. But
Also, Houston's 150th game.
good on him.
Yep.
Saturday in the Adelaide Hills. I like that in the AFL app for the tipping, it just says the Adelaide Hills. Like, no other information. It's West Coast Eagles taking on the Sydney Swans in the Adelaide Hills.
Yeah.
If you just dropped in from like 2 years ago and like, what's the West Coast and Sydney Swans are playing in the Adelaide Hills?
Yeah, what the
great.
fuck?
COVID's still happening. And they've moved to the hills for protection. It's gotten to the water and it's flooding. COVID is flooding us now. 2% of people are tipping West Coast, which is very nice.
Yep.
They're not going to beat Sydney.
No, surely that's just like West Coast supporters who always tip their home team, right? Like they're who they support, surely.
Or people trying to get bottom. But,
Oh, yeah, true.
Or there's just people in our office who are like, I don't really follow footy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like Eagles because they fly.
Yeah.
And the home of Wolf Blast, which has an eagle on it, even though it's wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I take this juncture to ask what's the weather like over the weekend in Adelaide? Can anyone
Oh,
look that
Brent,
up?
I didn't have the weather up. Come on, mate.
Please. Can I tell you that West Coast have won only 7 of the last 57 games? So since the middle of 2021, they've won just
Crikey
7
Moses.
games.
Really?
If they weren't so rich, I'd say blow the club up.
There was some pushback when we both thought that priority picks shouldn't go to West Coast.
Has this changed your mind?
No. The main thing that I've made me think is, didn't they win one? They won a flag 6 years ago?
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah. No
that's
longer
pretty
ago.
recent.
Yeah.
They
and
beat Collingwood, and my dear Collingwood friend, we had to go and put Harry Potter on for her.
Oh, yes, I recall
Very
that.
upset.
Dom
Yeah.
Sheed. I was there that day. It was a lovely day.
Cool.
Yeah,
Really
I think
nice
we were misunderstood a little bit potentially, Broden, is what I would say. I think,
You look at poor old North, who have not really got near it for a very long time.
yeah, and they haven't played very well
I
at all.
don't know how I feel about priority picks at all, to be honest, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of them. I liked the new thing where it was like you can have a pick, but you have to trade it or whatever it was. I like that stuff. I think that's more interesting.
they want to do a Tassie.
Yeah, I think that's more interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what happens this time of year every year? Is someone goes, they're not going to win a game.
Yeah.
And that never happens.
No, it never really happens.
Someone someone's has an off day. And
Essendon pull
yeah.
the rest of them.
So everyone's going Sydney, obviously.
Yes. I don't think we need to discuss why.
No.
Although Taylor Adams will debut for Swans. That's very exciting.
Very exciting. That'd be sick.
I just
really?
hope he has a good time. I know that's like a very just I don't know, sunshiny take.
Yeah, no,
but
he'll
like
be
he's
alright.
just
That's what we're
like
about.
had such an injury run, and I just want him to be really happy. I just want to see him be really happy in a Sydney jumper.
For
Yeah.
people like him, just get through it.
Just get through it.
Yeah, get a tap from Grundy. It'll feel just like home. You know?
Yeah.
Speaking of
stunning.
the best player in the world, Joel Embiid's back today, Marns.
Great.
And they won. They beat the top West seed today.
Cool.
But, okay, so-
League fucked.
Yep.
Saturday 4:20 Blaze at Adelaide Oval. This is one of the double ones. Do you know what's on? Is it? Yes. This is the first of a double, right? So Fremantle and Carlton fans at this game, you can go to some app and give your ticket back when you leave,
Oh yeah.
and then someone can buy your ticket for $10, and that goes to charity
That's cool.
Why wouldn't you stay for both games though?
because you don't like Geelong or
No.
Bulldogs. So that was the main flaw with Gather Round last year
Yeah.
was that the first game there'd be heaps there
And then people left.
and people
Well,
would leave.
it was the
Or-
other. Yeah, it was the opposite because Essendon played Melbourne, and there was like not that many people, but because it was a double header, people started filtering in at the end of that game.
Right. So I can't think of anything better than going to the G at 10 a.m, parking myself, sitting there for 12 hours straight, watching like 5 games of footy.
Yeah, but I don't think everyone's like us.
That's
That
true.
is a lot of football.
It is,
That's a lot of
but,
just
you
like
know.
watching a ball ping back and forth on a
That's
field.
True. That's very true.
I'm so excited for this one.
for Fremantle Carlton.
Yes, I'm
Game of the
surprised that
weekend.
it's like only 25% of tipped Fremantle because
Yeah.
this to me is like 50-50.
My obvious guess was Fremantle. Guess, like literally a guess. My obvious guess was Fremantle.
Has this been moved? I thought this was potential. I think I read on Sunday it was at Norwood, but now it's at Adelaide Oval.
Well, I mean,
don't
that
know.
would be great because I do think this is the game of the round.
Yeah. Yes, it's 2 games at Adelaide Oval, none of whom are Adelaide teams, and it's all sold out apparently.
I'm really jealous. I want to be there.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be going to as many comedy festival shows as I can.
Okay.
You're going to go to a comedy festival.
I'm going to go to your comedy festival
Yeah.
show. It's also, I called my friend being like, is there any chance you want to come to this thing with me on Friday? She's like, oh no, I've got dinner, yada yada. And then we looked, I was like, it's at 10:15 p.m.
Yeah, mate.
It's late
Oh
night
my
vibes,
God.
man.
Now who's old?
When am
Yeah.
I getting home? Like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh,
After you party with us as well, probably 3.
Dwayne Russell texts me and goes, what are you doing at a show at the festival? And I said, yeah, this one. He's like, oh, the Footy's one, we can't go. But thank you, Dwayne, for asking. Now,
I actually in the press box wanted to go up to him and be like, "You're an Auntie Donna fan."
yes, you should.
I
He
know,
would
I
be like,
should.
absolutely. Ground 'em in your honey.
Do you know why I'm excited about this game?
Yes.
Because this is the best defense in the competition v 2 Coleman medalists.
So is Fremantle the best? That's really interesting to me because no one on the Freo list jumps out as like a
They've
massive one-on-one defender. You know what I mean?
Fremantle's backline is the best in the competition, conceding just 60 points per game, which sounds like a lot.
Alex Pearce.
Luke Ryan, great at intercepts. I've just written good intercepts.
Well, that's just interesting to me because that's what comes to mind when I think of Freo was like great rebounders and interceptors and stuff.
You really
Even
get
though
me-
they're missing Brennan Cox and Oscar McDonald.
Yeah.
Oh, poor old Oscar.
I know.
Yeah, I'm going to tip Carlton. Well,
Yeah.
this is actually harder. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm
No,
gonna
I've
tip
gone
Freo.
Freo.
I'm going Freo.
I've gone Freo.
I'm going to let the
Also,
comments.
because like Taylor Walker didn't even get hands to the ball. Freo's defense is so good.
I'm going to let my decision be decided by the comments on the YouTube live stream, folks.
Also, I just really love Brayshaw and Sarong.
Andrew Brayshaw is now the best Brayshaw in the league. Probably was beforehand as well, maybe.
Yeah, probably. No, definitely,
Angus can
definitely,
speak to that. And Luke, Sean Darcy's nearing a return.
Yes, which would be awful for Luke Jackson, but is what it is.
Freo. Some Carlton coming back. This is a fight. Freo, Saints.
Can you do a
Freo,
poll?
Freo.
Is it possible to do a poll?
Oh yeah, Tom, can you do a poll?
Yeah, I think I probably can.
I'll come back
actually.
to this one.
Oh, there's a lot of Freo.
Yeah.
So I think I'm the only one of the age that's gone Freo. I think everyone else went Carlton.
It would be Carlton. You go, okay. This is my responsive Carlton win. Ready? Can you say Carlton win?
Carlton have won by less than a goal.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, yeah, okay. Now it's tell me Freo.
Freo have won by 52 points.
Okay, wow. Oh, wow. Freo. Fuck, okay. Does that feel right to you?
Well, which would you prefer to feel in your body? Which one feels better?
Freo.
Then go Freo.
But then this poll's happening now,
Oh,
so
okay.
I have to let that. That's right.
I also
Yeah.
think it's just like Melbourne, because we get so much Carlton fed at us. I mean, I know they actually are on a really good run,
Yeah.
but we get so much like Carlton doing well in our face that we think that they're better than they potentially are. Why are you laughing?
It's a funny way to word something.
What-
I'm going. Who won the thing, Tom?
So it is 37% to 37% right now.
Jesus.
Freo and Carlton head to head. So
We'll come back to that.
yeah.
My question to you guys is who wins Western Bulldogs, Geelong Cats?
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
that's
another one
really
where I'm
tough.
like, this is tough.
It's
a
a-
lot of people have gone Geelong.
It's funny, right? It's a battle of the West, the very West,
Very West.
Yes.
very West Victoria.
I think they've both, it's interesting, they've both exceeded my expectations, but Doggy's up to where I was hopeful for and Geelong above where I thought they could.
Same.
So I was like, they're both playing really well.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this will just be a really high scoring game. That's what I'm hoping for.
A goal fest.
I want it to be a goal. I want it to be a shootout. That's what I
a
want.
shootout. Yes, Marnie.
I am tipping the Bulldogs because I think that Geelong are due for a loss.
Yeah, and also the way that they just got complacent against Hawthorn.
And
Didn't
that
like
Tom
watching that.
Hawkins playing Fruit Ninja on his phone.
whatever bloody he's doing at half time.
Checking the weather, but yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was playing Fruit Ninja. He was doing this.
That would actually be quite funny. Also, I love your chair is squeaking so much. Yeah, when I asked Ollie Henry what he liked, I was like, well, what did you do during the break? He's like, oh, we did a quiz. What do you mean? Like, can you give any more information? What kind of quiz?
That's so
The
funny.
age quiz? I was
He's
like,
so
what?
big.
And then he was like, oh, no, we were singing some songs. Like, what's a song? He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And I was like, okay. So we had some soccer chants. What kind of soccer chants?
Cheesy, crazy, lemon squeezy.
But I do want to say that I am loving Ollie Henry at the moment. 4 goals in that game. He had as many as Tommy Hawkins, and
Yeah.
no one really pumps him up. He had 41 goals last year, and when he got like best young player. And I think just because he's so young and he's in a forward line with Jeremy Cameron and Tom Hawkins, it's easy
Yes.
to kind of overlook how
Yeah.
good he is as a forward.
I think that makes sense.
Isn't he somehow connected to Guinea or Ginny? In that,
They were both just like, oh, sorry.
didn't they get rid of Ollie Henry to get Guinea? Or the pick was connected or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I think that they were both like fighting for the same spot on the team.
Okay, I'm going Dogs. You're going Cats.
I'm going Dogs as well. I still am. I know I'm so this is just awful thing to say, but I'm still not convinced on the Cats yet.
Oh, yeah.
That's not an awful thing to say. I think
Yeah.
that's fair. I mean, yeah, they will really, when they're good, they're good.
Exactly.
But like
have
that
they
second
played?
quarter against Hawthorn, I was just watching that being like, are you joking?
Yeah, and when they're home, they're better, and it's like, you know,
Yeah.
MCG's sort of home. I don't know.
A lot of love for Ollie in the chat. Who am I going for, Freo or Carlton?
So we just got 100 votes in, and Carlton have got 39%. Free have got 37%. Watt has got 25%.
This is fight.
So it's Carlton.
Fight.
I'm going to end the poll with 101 votes.
So I'm going Carlton.
You're going Carlton.
That sucks.
That
I don't
sucks.
feel that in my heart, but oh well. Sunday at 12:30. That is early,
Yes.
and that would be midday in Adelaide. And in the Adelaide Hills again, Gold Coast versus the GWS Giants.
Oof, no one's going.
If you
Some.
like
Yeah.
15 years ago, if you went to the future and you're like in the AFL, there's a team called Gold Coast, there's a team called Greater Western Sydney, and they're playing in the Adelaide Hills. Like, what's going on?
What's
No
happened
one-
to the AFL?
This is a conflict for me. No one is tipping Gold Coast Suns. You're debuting 4.
Yeah.
So the other two high academy picks, right? And then the VFL player pick. For
Yeah.
who we got in the mid-season draft last year, I think.
Ethan, Ethan Reid is a ruck
Yeah,
from the
ruck.
academy. Will Graham's from the academy. Midfielder Sam. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Closey, I think.
Closey.
I looked it up. I looked it up in the preseason because in Supercoach a lot of people. I think it was Closey. I forget.
And he's also came through the academy.
Did he
Before
really?
he moved to Melbourne. So as a teenager, he came.
Yeah,
through the
right.
academy.
That makes so much sense. I saw one cool fact,
Yes.
which I don't know if it's a fact, so I shouldn't say, but I'm going to say it anyway. That if Swallow plays this weekend, it'll be his 22nd venue, which will be a record, apparently.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, apparently.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so if that's true, that's cool. Actually, I think it was Swamp Thing who tweeted that, so it probably is true.
Oh,
So
that's one.
GWS have beaten
Sydney.
Sydney, West Coast.
Collingwood? Wasn't it Collingwood?
They didn't play
opening?
Sydney.
No, they haven't played
They
Sydney.
played
Sorry,
Collingwood. They played West Coast, and they played someone else crap. North.
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
But it was the fashion, Broden.
And they're also coming off a bye.
Yeah.
And they've got the black Guernsey on.
You
I
guys are
love
talking
that
me out of it.
charcoal. Guernsey.
That's worth about 20 points.
Yeah.
I really deeply want to tip the Suns.
I think you should.
You're right. I
And
should.
Suns had a bye as well, though, Broden. Like,
They've both had a bye, so it equals out.
yeah, so that means don't tip the Suns.
No, don't tip the Suns. They're not going to win, but I'm tipping them.
Yeah, I want to too, but do you think it's an odd choice? I can't wait to see teams tomorrow, but do you think it's an odd choice debuting 4?
Yes.
Like coming
Yes.
off a win?
Yes.
I think that Dim is going, I'm going to try and win as many as I can this year, but also it's more valuable to me to get this young brigade in.
And we're going to lose to GWS anyway. It's in Adelaide, so who cares? The sponsors won't be there. Let's just phone it in.
What's really exciting about Dimmer Hardwick is really in front. Like, he is the face of the Suns now. Like,
Yes.
he's almost the mascot.
The social media team have been loving him. Absolutely.
And he's really like, I'm going to sell the milk.
Yeah, he's going for it.
He's really gone, I'm getting that extra whatever amount it is to do this, and that's all good.
Because surely, even though he's the coach, so it'll be like 99% footy program, there's still 1% that's like, help us grow this club, right?
No, totally.
Yeah, especially with a young team like that, right?
The Lee Matthews of the late 90s, 2000s. You're going GWS?
Yep.
I'm going GWS as well.
I'm going Suns. Sunday, 3:20, Norwood Oval. Richmond, St Kilda. Good game.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is a fun
Yeah,
game.
this is spicy. I think either of these names.
Unfortunately, I think that Richmond have been cut at the knees
Yes.
because of all of the removal of their good players.
Yeah,
Yes.
a lot of injuries, really rough.
So I'm going St Kilda.
Yeah.
I said just privately to Marnie that I wouldn't tip St Kilda again after they had an inexcusable loss to the Bombers, but now I'm thinking I bloody have to tip them. So torn.
So you've held strong for one round.
Not even,
I'm
like
never
3
tipping
days or
Saints
something.
again. Yeah.
Saints candy stripe jumpers coming in.
Oh, I
here.
love
What's
that.
that?
Candy stripe.
Beautiful.
I don't know what a candy stripe is.
The
What if I
stripes
can-
of a candy.
Do you mean like a lollipop?
Look
Like
up
a candy cane?
Oh, yeah, you've got a computer. Look up St Kilda Candy Stripe.
and then describe it for the audience who might not know either. But
Candy
if you say
stripe.
candy stripe, you know it.
Exactly.
I've
yeah,
never
I know
heard of
exactly
this
what you
before,
mean.
guys. You can't be bullying me. Oh yeah, I guess it's sort of. Well, I mean, it's a bit weird on the eye, isn't it? But yeah, it looks like a candy cane, I guess.
I
But
think it's
not-
beautiful. You don't like it?
No, it's a bit weird for me, but it's cool though. I think it's great and I think it's awesome, but it's a bit weird.
Tom's a bit of bit of a 3AW. You know, he reads the Bible, kind of
Okay,
very
you know.
buttoned down.
To change, I'm not good with change, guys. Can we not? Should I hold true and never tip Saints again?
Yep.
Okay, great. We're going Richmond. Can the Tigers.
Last game of the
It's
week.
all about the belief. They might be on their knees, but they've got Adam Uzo.
Collingwood Hawthorn, the last game of the weekend. And we say goodbye to Adelaide Oval.
Yeah.
For I don't know how long.
Probably a week.
But and we go, wow, Gather Round was a massive success.
Yeah. I think Freo was staying there, right? Remember we talked
And
about
Melbourne are
this last week?
staying there for 10 days, yeah.
They've been there since Saturday.
Yeah, and then Freo staying on next week. So that
Yeah.
must mean there must be another Adelaide Oval
There you
game.
go.
Yeah.
There you go. Collingwood versus Hawthorn.
Well, I've gone Collingwood, as is everyone else.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. I'm going Collingwood too. I really want to tip Hawthorn, but no, I'll tip Collingwood.
Don't you
You
think?
can if you want to.
No.
Is there an argument for Adelaide play on like Wednesday of Gather Round and then play on Monday of Gather Round?
No.
Why?
I guess that is 5 days.
Yeah.
But then you have footy on a Monday when everyone's at work.
Yeah, but you could
Yeah, footy on Monday is just out of fashion, full stop, isn't it?
I think that's a hard task.
Monday night.
Yeah, like
I think
that's
that's
just.
hard.
Kills on ratings.
Does it?
Then
Yeah.
why did they get rid of it for Thursdays? Do you know why?
It's hard. It's a scheduling thing.
Yeah.
And it's people don't show up as much, so you'd have to make it 2 big teams.
So better ratings, less attendance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which ratings is where all the money is, so they don't care that much. But that's why Thursdays they're like, yeah, it's hard to get people to it. It's it's a challenge,
But yeah.
Thursday night ratings, lots of money for Channel 7. Yum, yum, yum.
Yum.
Okay, so we're all going Collingwood, yeah?
Yep.
Yes. Hurts
But
myself, yeah.
Hawthorn aren't far off one.
No. Like, yeah, I think they have a chance.
Who do they
for
play
sure.
next week? Don't you have that in front of you, Tom? You said.
Marnie, hold your horses. I'm ready, mate. I'm ready. Oh, no, did I navigate away? I did. I navigated away to check the D's injuries.
Jesus Christ.
Because Broden wanted to know the D's injuries. All right, round 5. Who are we looking at? Adelaide have got Carlton.
I asked who Hawthorn are
Who've
playing.
got Hawthorn. They've got Suns at the Gold Coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Big L for them, I reckon.
I'm only okay. I hope everyone has a great gather round. If you're in Adelaide going to the games, I hope you have a lovely time. And for all else of us, enjoy watching them.
Yeah,
Like what
fucking
we'll be
right.
doing.
I'm
Or
just going to live at the pub. I'm so excited.
go to the pub.
Love that for
I'm
you.
going to work from the pub.
If you would have gone to the footy and you're like, I can't go to anything this weekend, go to the comedy festival and see some brilliant
Oh,
young
that's
comedians.
true.
People are cheap this
You
year
should
as well.
shout some out. Who's people? Like, who were some
Who have I
comedians?
seen?
I mean, this is the problem when you start.
Oh,
If you
okay.
miss people, because we have like so many close friends. And
I'll do
awesome-
my long list.
I also have so many close friends.
Yeah. But genuinely,
Beck
right?
Petratus, who
Yeah.
works on the studio where this is actually a brilliant stand-up. Nick White, you would know from TikTok. He does, all the TikToks. You know him? Eric Show, you know that guy? Will Anderson, Jet Bond, Alex Hines, Alea Russell, John Hastings, Laura Davis. I've got Peter Hellier in there. Go see Pete. Luca Muller. Breast of the Fest, which is a showcase of young upcoming female comedians, is very, very good. Liam Sparrow, Ben Russell, Dan Rath, Greg Larson, Jackie Hatton, Larry Dean, Aidan Wilcox, Sam Campbell, Mish Wittrup, Chloe Petts, who was on this show. By the way, got to mention Chloe Petts. People still emailing Mbappe to me today to get the tickets. I'm like, someone emailed at 1 a.m.
Yeah, like 5 minutes after I
Are you
put it
serious?
out.
Yeah.
She's crazy.
Tom Walker, Mel and Sam,
Melon City, yep.
Elf Lions, fantastic, and Hot Department. Got to see Hot Department. Honor was on our show last year. Very, very funny.
Yeah,
Is
100%.
Annie doing something with Lena?
Annie and Lena. Got to see Annie and Lena.
Got to see Annie and Lena.
Got to see Annie
Good
and
save,
Lena. Got to see
Marnie.
Annie
No
and
worries.
Lena.
I didn't know Sam Campbell is doing a show.
Yeah.
Yes.
You promised that I could meet him,
Yeah, you can meet. Yes, you can meet him.
and now it's on the record.
Yes. Can I say as well that when this is put out as a podcast tomorrow,
Yeah.
we will be throwing at the end of this episode to an interview with Michael Chamberlain, you'll know from Junk Time podcast, who has a show about the history of AFL, and he talks about it in this interview we're about to do a little bit, and it's very, very fascinating.
Yeah.
He's got
That
some
does
interesting shit to talk about.
One thing I'd like to shout out while
Yes.
you're umming and ahhing is
Yes.
the Saturday, the interview episodes are going really great. I'm glad everyone is enjoying the Saturday episodes. But this Saturday we have a very special guest, a very good interview. I think that everyone should tune in this Saturday.
Who is it?
I'm
It's a
particularly
big-
excited.
It's the big GW.
Jared Waitley's on the
Oh,
podcast.
that's
You weren't
not who I
supposed to-
thought it
You
was.
weren't supposed to give it away.
They're coming.
They're coming next week? Yeah, next
Yeah.
week. Yeah.
The Jared Waitley.
Yeah.
And it's a good chat.
It's a great chat. It genuinely is. So
And then the
tune in
week
for that.
after, it's
Yeah.
a Matilda.
It's AC.
Yeah, it's my favorite Matilda.
Yeah, another great
Studio.
chat.
My
I'd
neck,
say
my
if
back,
you're
my
not
Alex
listening to
Studio.
the Saturdays, listen to the Saturdays. They're great.
I just want to call out some bad behaviour as well before we leave here
Sure.
and we throw to Michael Chamberlain. I just want to call out The Rock because The Rock has, kids love him. Moana, they love, the Tooth Fairy. Great actor. I've always loved his show Ballers.
Yeah, he's friends with a giant ape.
And he has just turned, he's in that movie.
Where he climbs the buildings.
Godzilla?
Rampage. And Fast and the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, of course.
He's turned into an absolute monster. He's whipping people to death. He's smearing blood on people. He's wearing these vests and he calls people inbred. And I'm calling out bad behavior. So The Rock, I hope you lose at WrestleMania in the tag team against Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes because you must be stopped. Any thoughts on that, Marnie?
I'm glad that you brought it up here because you tweeted this and I was like, what are you talking about?
The Rock is not Pog.
No. Okay. Unpog.
And could you write an article about the wrestling for the age?
I'm a little busy this week.
Fair enough. But, because he needs to be stopped. That's all I've got to say. I'm just sort of doing a bit of kayfabe.
Isn't Kane Corns doing a boxing thing at Gather Round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Care factor.
Not
Less than 0.
Yeah. Probably watch it. But then also AEW, people are saying in the chat. So I mentioned that. I'm going to throw the Michael Chamberlain. Marnie, great intro today.
Thank you.
You're a star.
Thank you.
Tom, great sign.
Thank you.
You're a star.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All the best with Gather Round, everyone. It's been lovely. Here's Michael. Bounce that pill. And then we're still here, folks.
Yeah. Do you want me to put that bouncer pill at the end of the Michael one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We had some donations and subs and stuff, so I just want to read them out. Is that okay?
Oh, that's so nice.
So Daniel Kilgrave gave $2 and said, Michael Frederick is the GOAT of the AFL. Thank you for that, Daniel Kilgrave. Rach Danderfield gave $3.
Did she? That's my friend.
That's your friend. Said, wait, is it produced vinyl, not Vinall?
Pronounced.
Oh, yes, it is pronounced vinyl, but I don't care.
Instead of Vinall, which I like. And then Curtis Turvey and Alex Ben Berkeley have joined the official Pill Bouncer Club. So thank you very much
Oh my God,
for that,
that's so
guys.
nice, everyone.
Very much appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed that episode, guys.
Yes, let's get into the chat. Ask me some questions. Ask us some questions. We'll do this for a couple of minutes.
AMA.
What? No one giving Broden compliment back. Great point, Heath.
What compliments did you give?
I said great sign. I said great intro.
Oh, and I should have said tipping king. I think we gave you enough love at the start of the episode.
It really made me happy we were getting the tipping. I was like, fucking hell, I've never done this before.
Yeah,
That is very, it is, it feels so, like you feel so good when you get your tips right, especially when you tip things that no one else does.
Yeah.
When are we having Stu McKenzie from King Gizzard on the show? We're not having Stu on, but we do have Joey Walker from King Gizzard is on in a few weeks, and we do it in Tom's music studio, and we reimagine AFL songs with guitar and stuff.
It's fucking cool.
It's just about as cool as this show ever gets.
Yeah, and as cooked as this show's going to get. See, Alex is saying, I think it was around 8 last year that you got 9 out of 9 on the tipping.
You.
So Alex remembers.
Well,
in the
he has
chat.
a vague remembering of it.
So how would I check? Do you reckon I can look that up on like Spotify or something? And surely we spoke about it on the pod, but I don't reckon you gave me any glow up at all.
Dad says,
Fair.
loving this show, the Red Bull adds an extra dimension.
Yeah, no, we got to get some sponsorship very badly from Red Bull, which I reckon might be easier than
I think that would be genuinely doable. They
so that
sponsor
was-
everything.
yeah.
How do they make money? They literally sponsor so many like winter sports that are so expensive.
And F1, they have a fucking
F1.
Yeah, I think it's just all advertisement for their drink, right? It's just
But
how they.
surely they're not selling that many Red Bulls to like make that.
I think they are. I think it's just
Really?
like rather than investing in like traditional media, they're investing in alternative ways of advertising.
But even just
right?
like, I mean, the Red Bull cam stuff that like Petrarca goes on, like they just do so many things.
That's
Yeah.
their whole thing is selling cans and looking cool.
Even they do a lot of music programs as well. They'll pick like 20 producers from around the world, take them to Tokyo for a camp, and they'll make social media content of like producers hanging out, making music and stuff. It's very out there.
Are the Donna Boys at every most upsetting guessing game? We are.
Yes.
We do the first one Friday night. Be interesting to see how it goes.
Oh, wait, so it's not just your show?
What do you mean? No, there's guests as well.
Oh.
So Friday night it's Lena Moon and Greg Larson.
Oh, sick.
And then the week after that it's Jill Cosgriff.
No, it's a secret guest actually. It's a secret guest and Mish Wittrup, and then the week after it's Mish Wittrup and
Michelle
Mish Brazier.
Brazier.
That's
Yeah.
very
Mish
funny.
Mish
Mish
Brazier.
Brazier.
There's a reason you're vodka Red Bull, not vodka monster. That's okay. When's the merch coming? Oh, well, we're working on that. I'm speaking to a certain Ken about that. Easter egg. Which, by the way, we had a lot of Easter eggs in here last week, and I brought them all home, and I was like, this will last a month.
No.
It's all gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, last a week maximum.
Where can I put in my Supercoach team? Where can I put Broden in my Supercoach team? That's nice. Greg Larson. Oh, fantastic. I love the far side. Don't know whether. Oh, is that his show? I don't know. But no, the Comedy Festival is genuinely fantastic. If you've seen any shows and you want to shout them out, please. Paddy Mills to the Heat. Any thoughts? He's already there. He's playing, isn't he?
Yeah, isn't he?
He'll be back in the NBL soon, though, and that'll be good.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
What are you doing for the rest of the week? Working, writing,
Yeah.
profiling?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
But as I've mentioned, and it doesn't sound that exciting, but I'm genuinely just so excited to go to the pub with my friends.
Yeah,
tomorrow
that's
night.
fucking sick.
Like, I'm looking forward to it so much. And one of my
pub's great.
I'm going with my good mate who works at AFL House, which is 400 meters away from my office. We're going to meet and go together.
Fuck yeah. Pub.
We don't have a pub culture in our friend community.
You want to come to the pub tonight with
So-
all my girlfriends?
We have friends who try and push us into it, Braden, but we just don't really do it, right?
I don't mind going to the pub to watch. I don't like beer. Thanks, Benny.
Thank
Thanks,
you
Benny
very
Fox.
much, Benjamin Fox.
Yeah, I don't like the beer either. I don't like beer either.
We don't like the beer.
I don't like the beer. I'm
Yeah.
cultured.
Our
I'm
friend
fancy.
Joe always pushes us to go to the pub, but we don't really drink, Braden, me and you. That's part of...
Yeah, I don't
don't go
like beer
pub.
that much.
I just don't drink at all.
Yeah. We need Nippies back. Yeah, I think we're talking today, Georgia from Donna, our GM, was talking today about trying to get Nippies to send us some more milk.
Yeah,
Cool.
great.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make that reaction.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You don't like milk?
No.
No.
It's more like sugar
It doesn't
milk and
sit
everything,
well in
right?
my tummy.
Yeah, I mean, makes perfect sense, but also so much sugar,
Yeah.
which you don't like.
Yeah, what am I going to do with all this energy now?
You can.
Party?
7:20.
You could write
Yeah.
three
Let's go to the
articles.
club.
Yeah, let's go.
Write 3 articles about the AFL. Embiid back today, but yes, I mentioned that a little earlier. Joey Embiid is back. There are 7 games before the playoffs. Just going to work him back into fitness. Then the best player in the league is ready for the finals.
Yeah.
And he's got the best side around him in a while, I think. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And they've had 2 months or a month and a bit of just working how we could without him. So
Yeah.
hopefully they're just much stronger. If pubs had Nippies, would that be a game changer?
Nah, I wouldn't go
No.
to the pub and
No, I wouldn't.
watch the footy.
That sounds like
I think a White Russian's the worst drink that's ever been invented.
yeah. They
Vodka and
at
milk.
The Keys, you know, the bowling in Thornbury, the Keys.
Yeah.
They do a White Russian that I've drunk there because they're trying to do the what's that movie?
Did you like it?
The Big Lebowski. Yeah, I didn't mind it actually. Who's winning the NBA title? Probably Boston.
I think OKC. That's who I'm backing in. There's no chance, but I love
That'd be
OKC.
incredible.
Be so cool. Oh yeah, I'll be streaming the game tomorrow night for sure, guys.
The
If
next
anyone wants to join.
ad next week is probably going to be that Luke Hodge one.
Luke Hodge one.
Yeah, the Luke Hodge one.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that you have. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, shall we bail?
Yeah.
Sure.
Not happening. He's going to handshake you.
I've had
Yeah.
my hand out for
Like that? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, great.
That's that classic chemistry that brings everyone here.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, that Hodgie ad, I think we'll talk about that. I believe it's a YouTube video that I can find. That's the biggest challenge for me, is finding the ads later.
Yeah. On Twitch, everybody.
What's on Twitch?
I'll be doing the game tomorrow.
Oh.
Feel free to pop in.
Oh, okay. I keep thinking it's Friday tomorrow.
No, it's Thursday, Brody.
But the footy's on tomorrow.
Yeah, so pop in if you want. Imagine Broden doing a live stream of a Melbourne game. That would,
No, we can't. We
would not
no,
be
we
so-
cannot do
would
that.
Should we
be
live
so-
stream Melbourne Essendon? We just fight.
yeah, that would be fun.
I was so sweaty on Saturday night. Like I was I'd been to
Yeah.
the gym. I was drenched.
Wasn't it like scores level at halftime?
It was scores level
Oh, that was the-
at
yeah.
3/4 time.
Like the whole fucking way, it was like
we were down by like 16 in the third.
Yeah.
And then
BBB.
beautiful BBB just doing what he does, and then Max Gorn, and then yeah, it was good. And a great win from the Bombs too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a nice day. Remember,
We had a great day.
it was nice.
You won, I won.
Everyone wins.
Everyone wins. Well, we didn't
Okay.
talk about the NRL.
Thank you, Jay Woo.
Thank you, Jay Woo.
Yeah, the Macca's ad. Yeah, there's an NRL version of that too. All right. Have a great weekend enjoying the football and go to Comedy Festival. And when's Greek Easter, Tom?
Greek Easter's not till May, actually. We'll do an
Oh.
episode on Greek
Yeah, did you
Easter.
see Ange Postecoglou was asked about this in a presser? He was
No.
like, happy Easter, by the way. And Postecoglou was just like, oh, I'm
mine.
Greek
It's
not
Orthodox,
mine, mate.
so
Yeah.
not mine yet.
I love doing that
Mine's
too.
in a month.
Oh, I haven't gone to church yet, mate.
And those who practice Ramadan, I hope you're eating something delicious right now and enjoy the last few days of Ramadan. In my community, there's lots of people having barbecues at 11 o'clock at night. And I keep going, can I have some? And they go, yeah. And I go, great. Cool. Have a good one, everyone. Bounce, pills.